What's up, y'all? It's your girl Bella, and I had to come on tonight. Man, so what's good? The whole culture is crashing out, y'all. And I'm here to with the receipts. So it's not really gossip. This is like truth telling after dark. So get your drink, light one in the air if you got one, and let's get into it. So, y'all, when I when I tell you everybody's crashing out, I don't know what to tell you because it's what's happening. Listen, welcome to a raw, unfiltered breakdown of how the culture is spiraling, y'all, in real time, like right now. Well, actually, it started what Sunday after the Essence Festival. A lot of stuff that happened, from messy celebrity drama to deeper cultural divides, y'all. Yep, I'm breaking it all down with receipts, of course. We got your girl Cardi B. You know she's with Stefon Diggs, and Offset is wildin', y'all. Ray J, he lost it again. Yeah, he lost it again. I I think Ray J. I don't know. I'll get into it. Never mind. Nicki Minaj and I can't call him that. Jay Z. Tension. Roc Nation T with Desiree Perez's daughter. She sat down with guess who, y'all? The big shark, Tasha K. Yeah, and the hot mess that went on with Essence Festival, y'all. Yeah, Black Americans is beefing with them Africans. So we're gonna talk about it. We're gonna keep it all the way real. So buckle up. So let's go ahead. I want to go ahead and get Ray J out the way because I can't I can't get too deep off into Ray J. Of course he's crashing out again. But what's really going on with Ray J, y'all? So let's play the clip because I'm not here to convince you guys. I'm here to play the clips and let you see what it really is because Ray J be tricky, y'all. So here go Ray.
Child, Ray J at it again, y'all. Check this shit out.
Are you okay with continuing or do you feel uncomfortable? Because if you're uncomfortable,
First, let's read Ray J's tweet because this message is crazy within itself. He said, "I hate y'all seeing me like this, and that's on my kids. It's so much dark shit happening behind the scenes. I already know what's about to happen to me, but if they kill me, fuck it. I'm ready to die." Then he underscored Dr. Brian doesn't want this video out, and I don't either, but it's crash out season. Hey, he said he about to crash out. Obviously, Ray J's past is catching up, and Ray J is crying for help, y'all, or just addicted to attention. I don't know. But these black men in entertainment, when does trolling become a cry for help, y'all? And Ray J pattern of spiraling for visibility is getting weird. So let's play it.
comfortable, we're stopped. Put your clothes.
Child, Ray J at it again, y'all. Check this shit out.
Are you okay with continuing or do you feel uncomfortable? Because if you're uncomfortable, we're stopped. Put your clothes on, Ray.
No, I am. I'm changing my clothes. If the Kardashians might have had a RICO case, I would go, okay, that makes sense.
What happens in the red room?
What happens in the red room stays in the red room.
What happened to you in the red room?
I haven't seen anything in the red room. I can just hear it.
What did
Ah! Ah!
From who? When he says you were part of Whitney Houston's death, What do you say to that?
Are you gonna save me? When they come after me?
Sure.
You gonna let me live at your house and hide out?
Sure.
You're lying. No, you're not.
Come through.
You don't want me to come through, and you don't want me in your house. I'm a drug dealer. I'm a murderer. I'm a motherfucking I put out revenge porn. My sister doesn't even want me on the Boy Is Mine tour.
Yeah. Who knows what's going on with Ray J? But Ray J is crying out for help, y'all. I mean, at some point, it just turns into some type of sadness, though. It's like, what in the world? So, y'all, let's keep it moving. Now, let's talk about Cardi B, Stefon Diggs, and Offset, y'all. Now, Offset done crashed out, y'all. Everybody's crashing out. I'm telling y'all, everybody done crashed. Everybody done crashed out. So, Offset has crashed out about Cardi B and Stefon Diggs, y'all. It's not really a toxic triangle because it's not. He's not invited. Offset is not invited. He's not. He keeps interjecting himself, y'all. It's like he want to spark this type of drama. So let me give you the tea. So Cardi B started dating Stefon Diggs a while back, and they became a couple. He even took her to Paris and rented out a castle, you know what I mean? And I think what happened was Cardi B deleted all the pictures off her profile. You know, probably just want some privacy. And since our birthdays are on the same day, she wanted some privacy. She probably realized that she didn't want to be so public, you know. And here comes Offset, y'all. Well, first, let's talk about him requesting alimony from this girl, from this woman. He was requesting alimony after the divorce, y'all. So bitch assness, right? So, okay, so now let's go back to the story. So he so she deletes her all the pictures and things like that. Probably just wants some privacy, you know what I mean? Realized that she was back public and probably didn't want to pull back a little bit. So Offset thought it was them breaking up, right? So he celebrated. So let's play what he said.
You can't get rid of the council, you know what I mean? All of my hoes, still my hoes, that's for sure. All of my hoes, still my hoes, that's for sure. Let me give yeah, no, I'm sorry, baby, man. Y'all niggas can't get rid of me like council.
So he went on to celebrate her deleting the pictures, thinking that Cardi B and Stefon was breaking up, right? So then, not that ain't even it, y'all. So then all these rumors started popping up all over the internet. Cardi B, BBL smells, and Cardi got a strange odor, and just all kind of rumors, just all kind of stuff about the BBL situation, right? So Cardi B is like, you know, I know how to wash my ass, but you know, I think Offset is spreading the rumors, right? Yeah. So Cardi B came back with some videos, clapbacks. But first of all, let me back up. So after that, Cardi B released this video after the Offset video. She released this video.
Good. There you go. Now you put some smoke on it.
What is that? And it's so easy. Okay. Okay. All right.
Okay. Come on. Hey, get that come on, you twin. Get that come on.
Yeah. Can you imagine you married a man, it didn't work out, you move on, and he started spreading rumors on you? He's celebrating you, you know, maybe a relationship not working. So is this PR games, damage control, or guilt, y'all, from Offset? Or do celebrities just live off of chaos like this, y'all?
Cardi B has heard the rumors online and she's putting them to rest. Over the weekend, fans noticed Cardi B wiped Stefon Diggs from her Instagram account, which led to everyone speculating the couple has called it quits. Offset even went online celebrating the news, but it looks like he started his celebration too soon because Cardi B just posted a video of her and Stefon Diggs working out together to shut down the rumors. Cardi B has heard the rumors.
I mean, it's crazy.
If Cardi's the blueprint, why can't she keep a man? I don't know what blueprint is she talking about. I don't know in what part of anything of me she talking about. But it's like for a bitch to say that I can keep a man. First of all, babe, I was married for 7 years and I put a $500,000 ring on my finger 2 times. So I don't know what you're talking about. I left. A didn't left me. I left. That's one. Then I have a right now that love me down. Protect me down, love me down.
Yes, Lord, she said it. Love her down and protect her down.
Get in here before I fucking thing. I will lay down in the bed.
This is the castle night.
So, shit, I can't even think. I don't know. Don't dick sometimes make you a little slow? Cause I was smart. I took like 10 Zoom meetings. And after that day, I can't fucking talk straight. She got me blabbing. Anyways, all right. Like I was saying, nah, Cardi, focus. God damn. Jesus Christ. Gosh. If you're going through a breakup, if you're going through some shit with your baby father or some shit, if you just got a divorce, if you're heartbroken, go outside with your few friends. Go outside with whoever the fuck you want to go out with. Just go outside. And when I kept going outside, it's like the first time people wasn't saying nothing. Then when I kept going outside, people was like, oh, like she got 3 kids, blah, blah, blah. That when you go outside with your friends are healing you. Y'all was healing me, but now I'm outside with my man. Okay, stop. Alright. Oh, okay. Okay, no, let me stop. Okay, no, focus. I'm telling you, I got dick fog. Okay, sorry. Again, I'm letting y'all know right now to my... Sorry, y'all. Like, I just had an episode. Anyways, like I was saying. All right. All right. I need to watch this. Get in.
Hey, y'all, that was funny. Hey, Cardi B happy. But this guy, Offset, man, he has crashed out. Let's hear Offset again after he thought Cardi B broke up with Stefon Diggs.
You can't get rid of the council, you know what I mean? All of my hoes still my hoes, that's for sure. All of my hoes still my hoes, that's for sure. Yeah, Northside baby, man.
Wow. caliber men, black men, man, out here. So let's keep it moving, y'all. Whew, so negative. So now, y'all, I don't know if it's I got some barbs out there. I'm not a barb, but we're gonna talk about Nicki Minaj and Jay-Z allegations, y'all. Nicki has called out Jay-Z. The Queen battle against the gatekeepers. Yeah, Jay-Z is the gatekeeper. He been one, man. He been one. He been one. He haven't spoken to anyone in New York since he married Beyonce. He hasn't been back to the hood since. So Nicki is claiming that he owe her, I think it's 200 million. When I was trying to find a video where she signed the contract with Title when they did the Title thing, so I got someone to explain the beef because I couldn't find a video. So let's hear it.
Stop playing internet games and get lawyers involved. Back in 2015, Nicki Minaj joined Jay-Z and some other big names as co-owners of Tidal. She was promised 3%, supposedly worth up to $9 million. Fast forward to 2021, Jay-Z sells Tidal to Square, which is now called Block, for over $300 million. But instead of her $9 million, Nicki claims that she was only offered $1 million and had only 24 hours to accept it. She said, yeah, no. She stayed quiet at first, but in 2025, she started calling Jay-Z out, saying, hey, he owes me anywhere from 100 million to 200 million off of this debt. She even tweeted saying she would use the money that Jay-Z owes her to spend. She would use the money that Jay-Z owes her to send her barbs to college, which I think that's cool. But Jay-Z, not a word, no tweets, no interviews, no subs, nothing. To me, the silence says a lot. Nicki also believes that Jay-Z blocked Lil Wayne from performing at the 2025 Super Bowl, picking Kendrick Lamar instead. On Lil Wayne's Banned from NO remix, she rapped, one nigga took a knee, the other took a bag. So now June, last month, Nicki threatens to expose Roc Nation and the CEO, hinting at industry sabotages, bots, backdoor politics. She didn't drop any names, but everyone knew who she meant. Now, in July, here we are now, she tweets again, demanding her money, and the barbs go wild. Bottom line, Nicki's been loud on social media, but never took it to court. Jay-Z stays silent. Every year, in my opinion, it's another public blow up, but nothing changes. Why play these internet games for years and not get lawyers involved? What do you guys think? To me, the drama keeps spinning, the money's still missing, but what do you guys think? Stop playing.
So what do you guys think? Because allegedly, Jay-Z's been blackballing a lot of people in the industry. And we know it's true. That's not, come on. But here's an interesting twist, right? Solange decides to post this, y'all.
And here we have it, to no surprise, another celebrity involved into witchcraft. This is Solange, and you can see her demonic altar right there. African spirituality, Ifo, hoodoo, Santeria, voodoo, all that stuff. I'm telling you guys, these celebrities, they're into spiritual practices that invite demons, and you're listening to their music, and they become popular and famous, but that fame, that popularity, that success does not come from God. It comes from the devil. A lot of them have secret altars behind the scenes, and you don't know they're bowing down to it, and they're appeasing demons. The Bible says that the things that the Gentiles sacrifice, they sacrifice to demons. So Solange is sacrificing to demons. as well as a lot of these celebrities, Beyonce, all that kind of people. It's absolutely demonic. Solange, you need Jesus. You need to repent and believe in the gospel. You need deliverance. And for those of y'all that connect with these people, you listen to their music, you watch their stuff, you need to disconnect because you're inviting spirits in your life. This is absolutely demonic, but this is probably a large majority, a reality of celebrities in the industry. They simply worship demons.
Okay, I'm gonna go a different way with this, y'all. Now, stay with me now. I was thinking she didn't make that altar for Nicki Minaj. I think, y'all, that she made that altar for Jay-Z.
Y'all recall the incident happened in May 2014, where Jay-Z and Solange were arguing in the elevator at the Standard Hotel in New York City during a Met Gala afterparty as Beyonce watched. In surveillance video from the incident, Solange was seen hitting and kicking her brother-in-law. And while the huge security guard eventually managed to restrain Solange and pull her off Jay-Z, he was unable to stop her furiously kicking out at Jay-Z. Now, one of the things that was said at the time was that Solange had been provoked by fashion designer and Jay-Z's alleged side piece, Rachel Roy, whom she had a run-in with earlier that evening. Then toward the end of the night, Jay said something inappropriate to Beyonce and Solange snapped. When they got in the elevator, it escalated quickly the way family tensions can, and it got exceptionally heated the way family moments can. But at the time, they all released a joint statement addressing the drama, saying, as a result of the public release of the elevator security footage from Monday, May 5th, there has been a great deal of speculation about what triggered the unfortunate incident. But the most important thing is that our family has worked through it. Jay and Solange each assumed their share of responsibility for what occurred. They both acknowledged their role in this private matter that has played out in public. They both have apologized to each other, and we have moved forward as a united family. The reports of Solange being intoxicated or displaying erratic behavior throughout that evening are simply false. At the end of the day, families have problems, and we're no different. We love each other, and above all, we are family. We've put this behind us and hope everyone else will do the same. Well, the elevator fight is making rounds again on our timelines because people think there was more than just cheating involved. And one person who was trying to make us understand what really happened is, Jaguar Wright. Now, Jaguar already claimed that Jay-Z and Beyonce are a nasty couple who keep people against their will, putting them in planes while they're unconscious to illegally transport them across borders for what.
Y'all, now, don't sleep on Jaguar Wright. Don't turn your nose up at Jaguar Wright. She has unlocked a lot of stuff. So let's see what Jaguar Wright got to say about what really happened in that elevator when Solange beat Jay-Z down. And before I play this, allegedly, I'm going to say, I think Jay-Z hit on her. That's what I think. But who am I? I'm just a small little YouTube channel, allegedly.
Rest in peace, Tito Jackson.
I know. End of the damn shit, they won't even give Tito a break in death.
Oh, man.
It's just, it's sad. Now, this motherfucker running around talking all kinds of cash money shit, but there is footage of him putting his hands on a woman and being violent with a female with his hands. I'm just trying to figure out when you didn't know the security camera was there, you smacking up a bitch. But when you know a security camera is there, you're acting all pious and just taking the blows. It sounds like you was trying to set Solange up to look crazy. That's what it sounds like to me.
Yeah,
you a weird bitch.
On the hip hop note, I got to get your take because this actually happened, and they introduced breakdancing into the Olympics.
I won't talk about that.
Don't even
talk about it.
Don't even deserve your attention.
Ain't nothing to talk about. That shit was fucking terrible. It was a travesty.
Wow. So you hear Jaguar's take. Well, Nicki continues, but before I play that, it is weird how these grown men so fearful of Jay-Z and Diddy? Look how these guys talk about Jay-Z.
Because I don't want the call.
Right. No, I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm being honest. Getting a Jay-Z call is not all cracked up to be.
Yo, no, dead ass.
Because he will check you. Like, I'm being honest.
And y'all don't check them back? Like, these guys, this entertainment shit is weird, guys. These guys are weird, man. The black men are weird, man.
See the whole call? I don't, like, really pick up fast. Because I'm like, what did I do?
You got to prepare yourself.
I hit the engineers. I hit Hash. What did we say last week? And be like, we in the clear. All right, cool. Okay. Hi, what's up, Hov?
Yo, the fucking Khaled album had dropped in August, it must have been. Mm-hmm. Whenever that Gods did drop, you know, my co-host, we all huge Hov fans, but my co-host is like me before I met him. It's like, oh, that's Jay-Z.
Right.
That's super.
So we was having an argument on the pod. Like, I don't think that's the best verse that Hov ever done, right? Well, I did that part and then went to fucking somewhere for my birthday. I flew to, where was I at? Mykonos.
Let's make some noise.
Somewhere, something like that.
You don't know. Let's make some noise. And crazy, y'all broke niggas here. That's Greece.
But then
that's some fly shit he just named. No, that's not Greece.
You're not a part of that gang.
No. My bad. We'll edit that part. Go ahead.
What? I didn't hear what you said.
No. I was talking about Mykonos. That's not Greece.
No, that is Greece.
That is Greece. Okay, all right. I'm on point.
No,
I'm on point. Go ahead, continue.
But anyway, I got a text that morning from, and I just didn't think it was to wish me happy birthday.
Oh, shit.
No, nah, Jay.
I don't talk about the text, but
No, we don't talk.
Yeah, I don't do that.
Yeah. Jay is very
I'm
real.
cool. I don't want no.
These some suck ass niggas, man. Wow. I think they scared of Jay-Z. Obviously.
What is the prize? The amount of people on Instagram is remarkably low.
So here's Nicki claiming that Jay-Z is taking her social media, her Instagram and things like that. And who knows? She went on to make a couple of more texts. She's saying, I'm going to use some of the money that she's supposed to be getting. But you heard what the first guy said, that they've been doing this for years. She's been accusing that he owes her money, and I guess it goes away. So I guess we're at the time where she's accusing him again. So she's saying, I'm going to use some of the money Jay-Z owes me to send some of my barbs to college, pay their school fees and student loans via my Student of the Game charity. And then she says, we've calculated about 100 to 200 million so far. Jay-Z called me to settle this karmic debt. It's only collecting more interest. You still in my top 5 though. Let's get it, nigga. And anyone still calling him Hov will answer to God for the blasphemy, and I agree to that. And like people are saying, sue him if he owe you something. Like, why you keep bringing this up? Obviously, every year, I guess, around this time. So is Nicki exposing power plays in hip hop, y'all, or making excuses? And female rappers in their fight to stay relevant without cosigns, because we know that Jay-Z is gatekeeping. And I believe he's done a lot of things that a lot of people, a lot of alpha black men wouldn't do to get where he is. You can play that in your head however you want to. So Nicki is exposing these guys. People are mad. Whoever called him HOB, I don't know. I'm not gonna call him that. So so Nicki crashed out, went off on Hov all weekend, y'all. So I'm gonna save the essence for last. So let's talk about Roc Nation versus DeMarie. I think that's how you pronounce it. DeMarie Hadley. And this is on Tasha. She went to Tasha K, y'all. Rosie, what's her name? Desiree Perez, which is the CEO of Roc Nation. This is her daughter. her daughter, DeMarie, is suing her mom for stalking, harassment. A lot of stuff happened where she basically was bullying her. Had used her powers and connections to, put her in a mental institution, a 5150. They held her for 2 weeks, y'all. Put her on psychotropic medications. Bullied her husband, who is black, which I'm gonna let her tell her story, but is one of the main reasons why all of this is happening. And it goes also to go with the little drama that's between the blacks and the Mexicans, not getting along and all the immigration things and things like that. The black and brown community, don't get along in a lot of places like LA and things like that. It's a long history of, Hispanics coming in and bullying blacks out of their neighborhoods. It's a long history of this. And also in prison. So her mom, which is the CEO of Roc Nation, has a lot of power, y'all. So she has a lot of agencies that's on Roc Nation's payroll. So the shit is hitting the fan. It's coming loose. It's unraveling. Roc Nation is unraveling, y'all. And it seems like it's the kids that is taking them down. Because you got Jay-Z's illegitimate son, who's been requesting for a blood test for years, finally was, and I should have put that up there, but we'll talk about that next time. But he finally was granted by the courts a blood test from raggedy ass Jay-Z. Right? Then you got Desiree Perez, daughter, DeMarie, who is suing her mom. So will the kids of Roc Nation be the ones that take them down? Crazy, right? So let's watch this interview with Tasha K. Tasha K asks all the good questions, child. And let's go.
Another thing, just because somebody works with Black artists and Black entertainment does not mean that they are not racist. To answer your question, if I'm afraid, again, I really am a spiritual person. I believe in God. And I really believe that I'm highly protected and covered by God. Of course, there is fear that comes with this, right?
So without further ado, I give you DeMarie Perez. How you doing?
Hi, how are you? Thank you so much for having me here today.
Given the urgency of your mother and of course her businesses, according to court motions and things, they're trying to put a gag order on you. Is that correct?
Yes, that's correct. Right now, legally, I'm allowed to speak. That's why I'm doing this here today. And because I'm a law-abiding citizen, I wanted to avoid anything that might happen in the future or whatnot, because that's just standard court procedure, not because I'm plotting or anything. I'm just following the law.
She has been Jay-Z's business partner for many years. She was at one time incarcerated for trafficking drugs, I believe, and she did serve her time. Didn't she end up getting pardoned by Trump here recently, I guess later?
Correct, yes. Some documents are sealed, some documents are not sealed. That's why you see those in the amended complaint. Those are public records.
I don't just like to stick to the lawsuit because obviously there were things that definitely led up to this lawsuit. But your mother, Desiree, very high profile figure. She's extremely wealthy. You're her only child.
No, so we're actually 5 from her. We're 6 total because my stepdad has another child before they were married. But we've intentionally lived a low-key life out of the spotlight. And so for me to come out and do this, anybody who knows me personally or anybody who knows about her and is just finding out about her history and her family, like you just said, are probably shocked, because for me to do this, it's a huge deal. It's not for media attention or anything like that. It's just really to stop the harassment.
And that's what you are alleging, harassment against you and your husband. And this has been going on for quite some time. You were very detailed in your lawsuit. I did read that. And so I'm going to be honest with you. I was a little surprised that a lawyer took you on because Roc Nation is a very powerful entity.
Yeah, and I want to also make it clear it's not only Roc Nation. So I'm suing about 17 entities that are also very powerful. We have Iconic Creative Agency. We have Memorial Hospital in Hollywood, Florida. We have Sig9, a private investigation firm. We have CTS Research Inc., another private investigation firm. We have Dr. Daniel Bobar. We have James Fondo, former BSO, private investigator. We have Stephen Caddy, Jessica Caddy. We have 2 Broward Sheriff Office police officers. We have Broward Sheriff's Office police officer. We have Life Skills in Deerfield Beach, Florida. We have Odyssey Behavioral, which owns Life Skills and the hospital. And we have Natalie Anderson, Roc Nation assistant, Dr. Rachel Bernstein, therapist in California. If I missed anybody, I can send you the amended complaint with everybody's name. But it's multiple individuals that I'm fighting back against who are powerful. I know people think Roc Nation, super powerful, but I'm going against a lot of people who are big as well.
Are you nervous about this? These are a lot of people that got a lot to protect that they don't want exposed. And so if they did this, and I have to say allegedly because I'm not there, but I wasn't there, wouldn't they go to the extreme to cover it up if they went to the extreme, as you allege, to try to, put you in a mental health facility, lock you up, lock your husband up, things of that such?
Yeah, so to answer your question, if I'm afraid, I really am a spiritual person. I believe in God. And I really believe that I'm highly protected and covered by God. And that's why I've been able to get through all of these things. And my husband has been able to get through these things. Of course, there is fear that comes with this, right? We have suffered a lot of PTSD symptoms through having men living across the street, both licensed and unlicensed investigators watching us 24 hours a day, following me to and from grocery stores, work, following my husband's nephews to school with guns, not supposed to be having guns, saying things, taking pictures, videos. So of course I'm scared. It's in my nature to be scared as a young lady. It's in our family's nature to be scared, right? And our friends and all of that. But like I mentioned earlier, I have no choice. The option was, okay, stay behind closed doors, continue allowing the bully to punch. And then you're getting falsely imprisoned, falsely arrested, you're getting lawsuit after lawsuit. Or fight back, fight the bully back, speak up, get a platform. Maybe there's other people out there going through the same thing as you. Maybe other people are depending on you to be the voice. Fight back, because when you're dealing with narcissist people and powerful people, what's the one thing that they care about? Their image, right? And so when analyzing what can I do to fight back, I'm working behind the scenes for over a year, trying to have adult conversations, trying to say, hey, this was wrong. Let's try to, work this out so that we can have a sense of peace and that this can stop. That didn't work. And so when you're dealing with narcissistic people who tend to care about their image, well, what better way than to strike a nerve and tell them, listen, you need to stop, than going out, speaking out, going to the media and letting them know, hey, I'm tired. It's been over 2 years of you punching me, harassing me, scaring me. I'm pretty sure the public will support us and they'll understand, despite you trying to blackmail, use any little thing you can against us to not come forward. And so that's what I had to do. And it was a risk. For her, it's not really just about power and control, because that's the main thing, that's the core, whatever. But it's also about, I'm going to say it, and people will say, oh no, because Jay-Z is black and so is black. There is racism rooted in some of these things. There's classism rooted in these things, and there's narcissistic control. To touch on racism, you more than me know, there's racism between black and brown people. There's Hispanics who are darker than me, darker than you, who think that Javon or you are black, but they're not black. Or they think you're inferior because they're from the Dominican Republic but you're from America. And so they see that there's some type of difference or superiority over the other. Another thing, just because somebody works with Black artists and Black entertainment does not mean that they are not racist. You have to understand these people are making them millions of dollars a year. So it is in their best interest not to be publicly and directly racist or say comments that are offensive or think a certain way about the artists that they're dealing with, because these artists are making them $1 million a year.
He was saying some awful things.
Woo.
You bitch. That coochie is just.
So, what do y'all think, y'all? What did she say that got Roc Nation so shook and her mom? Do you think it's just about her husband being Black? And what does this reveal about the machine behind the industry, y'all? Man, Tasha K, they talk about her platform, but they say it's messy, but it is necessary. So this is about accountability, exploitation, and artist abuse. I don't know. I believe her husband, he declined the job from her mom. It's a whole bunch of mess. I can tell you that. Oh, I forgot to play this video where Nicki was talking to Joe Budden. Listen to how Joe Budden. These guys are weird, man.
To try to end me. And sweetheart, before I get off this Insta, let me say this. To try to end me. And
did you hear him? Sorry, HOV. They got to explain to him. Crazy how they act with him. Weird.
To try to end me. And sweetheart, before I get off this Insta, let me say this. It'll never fucking happen. You can go all there, everything y'all want to, every witch doctor in the motherfucking world. It'll never fucking happen. Praise be to God. I am who I am because I am who I am. You see, I don't have to go in a room with a bunch of men
don't cut this off.
to create my sound, my image, my anything. I am who I am. Take it or fucking leave it. But I put in the motherfucking work to try.
Yeah. I just want to make sure I get everything before I go on to the Essence Festival, because that's going to be...
What happened exactly with your Instagram, just so I know?
When I pressed it like I normally do to get in, I was locked out, and I never have been locked out. I don't know when was the last time I was locked out of my Instagram. I've never been locked out of my Instagram. So it just was asking me like for the username and password type stuff. And so I just left it. I tweeted that it locked me out. And then this morning
My question is, with her beefing with Jay-Z, do you think Beyonce is beefing with her as well? How does that work? If you're married, someone's beefing with your husband or your wife, do you automatically beef with them too? I don't know, just wondering. Anyway, so we covered that. All right, we got one more topic, y'all. The Black Americans, us versus them. They not like us. They not like us. And we see it now, y'all, with the Essence fallout. Ooh-wee. They was crashing out this weekend, y'all. So apparently there is a new Essence, y'all. That's what they calling it, the new Essence, which is a big ass African festival. The Essence Festival is no longer ours, y'all. No longer the Black Americans. It is now the biggest African festival in the world. Yep. So I guess there's no allegedly an African bought the Essence brand, and was determined to turn it into a big ass African festival. So here is the owner. It's a black man too. I can't think of his name, but I couldn't find his. But this was before the Essence, y'all. This video I'm about to show you, and it just goes to show you that there's always been some type of underlying play here. Just listen.
Drop. And so ends the interview. Oh, wow. That powerful voice you heard right there is our next guest. I don't even know if she recalls the moment we crossed paths in Lower Manhattan on the side of the Soho House.
We were showing off swag. We sure did. I remember vividly.
Who was with you?
Was it Kanan?
It was Kanan.
You know he gonna love that we said his name on here.
It was Kanan, our brother Kanan. You know Kanan.
We all know Kanan. If you don't know Kanan, it's your fault.
Kanan's been on the show. We know Kanan. Yeah, everybody knows Kanan. And that's when I was made aware that you were the president and CEO of Essence Ventures. And I was like, I am so pleased to meet you. And I recall that day saying you'd be more than welcome to come up on this show.
You did say that.
And listen how it came to fruition, Heather B.
Talk to me.
Okay, we have a powerful person right here. This spirit right here resonates all over the globe. What she does is she champions authenticity, and she does it well. She's a self-proclaimed cultural architect with the passion for constructing, deconstructing, and reconstruction of organized.
Deconstructing and reconstructing. This is what she does, y'all. She wants to deconstruct Black American culture and reconstruct it back into African culture.
As culture. She's here with us today. She did it for Target for 15 years. Okay, and now she's doing it for Essence. And who's to say for how long? As long as we got her, we are truly blessed. I want to welcome her to the show. The one and only Caroline Wenger is here. Come on.
Wow.
So not only does she want to deconstruct Black American culture and reconstruct it, she also invited Target. Everybody know we beefing with Target. Girl. So, again,
a lot of people are coming for the neck of the woman behind me. And before you march her to the chopping block and come for her neck and her job, I think that you should know more about her. Her name is Caroline Wenger, and she is the CEO of Essence Enterprise. Let's talk about it. Carolyn was born in Kenya and raised in Minnesota and became a single mom at the age of 17 years old. However, she did not let that stop her. She started her career in HR and climbed the ranks as Target's Chief Diversity Officer and is now at the helm of the most iconic platform for Black women, Essence. This year's Essence Festival has been surrounded by controversy, and many people are blaming Caroline as well as the owner of Essence Enterprise, Richelo Dennis, who is of Liberian descent. Attendees this year felt that Essence lacked the essence of the African American experience and felt that it had more of an African tone, and a lot of people did not appreciate it. From the Jollof to the Jambalaya cook-off to the absence of well-known local vendors, people were not happy with this year's Essence Festival. In addition to that, they felt like the production value of the performances were off. Well-known artist who is known to be late quite a bit, Lauryn Hill, did not perform one evening until 4 a.m. in the morning. Now, we all know that Miss Lauryn is typically late. However, this year it has been cited that it was not her fault and that she was waiting for production issues to be fixed. In addition, Stephanie Mills just released a letter stating her displeasure with how the production value went with this year's Essence Festival. So I want to hear from those who have actually attended Essence Festival either this year or in the past. Does Essence still feel like ours? And is there anything wrong with Essence being really focused not just on the African American experience, but on the experience of Black people worldwide? What are your opinions on that? Get down in the comments and let me know.
Well, yeah, my opinion is that leave our stuff alone. Like, what are you doing here? It's a Black American festival. Respect that. So you can't replace our culture. You can't try to do cultural replacement versus cultural collaboration. We don't want to collaborate. It is a Black American festival. Respect that. So that is my take on that. We built the culture, but now we're being pushed out. There was no local vendors. So can you imagine how dry that was? So let's get somebody who is born in Africa opinion.
Some of us Africans are real hypocrites, and I say that as a Congolese woman born and raised in Germany, some including myself too. What I want to say is that we need to be a bit more sensible to one another because it's not easy navigating spaces that were not built for us. This year, Essence Festival in NOLA went viral for many reasons, but what I want to speak about is this tension that came up because a lot of Black Americans felt like their space was being diluted and overshadowed by African influences. To me, this isn't about right or wrong. Hurtful things have been said on both sides, but they stem from rejection, and a lot of us Africans are the root of said rejection. For years, we've mocked them. For years, we've called them akata. We've told them that they don't know their roots, that they don't have culture, or made fun of them for not knowing where they're really from. Afro-Latinos versus Latinos, North Africans versus Sub-Saharan Africans, Africans living in the diaspora versus Africans living on the continent. It's always the same cycle of rejection, identity, pain. People just want to feel like they belong. People just want to feel understood. As a natural human response, when people feel they've been excluded for years, they're just gonna create spaces that are exclusively built for them. And let's be honest, us Africans, we benefit a lot from Black American culture. We take from it all the time. Just look at me, the way that I speak, the way that I act, the way that I dress, the way that I do my hair, the way that I do my makeup. It's all been heavily influenced by Black American culture. The slang we use, the TikTok trends we follow, the dances, the music we listen to, a lot of that comes from them. So we can't keep benefiting from the culture and then get mad when the people, the originators of said culture is like, hey, this doesn't feel like it still belongs to us. And I also think it's important to remember from time to time that Black Americans are hundreds of years removed from the continent. They didn't leave voluntarily. They were taken by force, by slavery, through violence. So when some of them say that they don't feel like they're African American and they only feel Black American, can you really blame them? Controversial example, but take Donald Trump. His grandfather immigrated to the United States from Germany. That's only 2 generations removed. But you don't see Trump walking around identifying as a German American. He's just American because that's the country he grew up in and that's the culture that he knows. Same thing goes for a lot of Africans in the diaspora. When you ask them where they're from, they're gonna first mention the country that they live in, the country that they were born in, before they say, oh, but my parents are from. So why do we expect people who are hundreds of years removed to have the same culture, the same values, the same upbringing, this strong tie to Africa? It doesn't make sense. Yes, some do try to reconnect and some are interested to visit what they call the motherland, but it's not by force. Don't get me wrong, I am a Pan-Africanist. I believe in Black unity. Just look at what we were capable in 2020. What happened globally around George Floyd showed us what unity can look like. In that moment, no one cared if he was Dominican, African-American, Black American, Ghanaian, Afro-German, Afro-Italian. That was a Black man. We all understood this could have been my father, my uncle, my neighbor. This could have been my brother. So how is it that 5 years later, this is where we end up? Like I said, I was born and raised in Germany, meaning that I grew up in predominantly white spaces. Went to predominantly white school, then later predominantly white private university. Yet I've always moved between cultures. So I'm very familiar to what it means to be too Black, not Black enough, not African enough, too African, depending on who I was around. So I understand that at the end of the day, we're all navigating identity crises. We just want to belong. We want to be seen, we want to be accepted, and we want to feel like what's ours is ours. Please, let's just be a bit more mindful of one another on both sides. If you're still with me right now, and
No, we're not with you. So the Essence Festival ain't for us no more, y'all. They bought it, they took it over, and maybe we should let them have it. Maybe we should move on. I don't know, unless one of us is gonna buy it. It's not ours anymore, y'all. So Essence was supposed to be the Mecca for Black American women. So why did it feel like we were the guests at our own event? So Black women were not happy this weekend. Everybody crashed out, y'all. The branding, they said it felt more corporate, less cultural. They said the music lineup didn't represent foundational Black American culture. They said the VIP sections was overrun with influences and celebs from outside the U.S. So I'm gonna assume probably they had a lot of artists from Africa, but every Black American woman were pushed to the sideline. This is what they say. This is what they are reporting coming back from the Essence Festival. What else they say? They're also saying that there's a Black American displacement in the culture, or is it intentional? And there seems to be a growing pattern, y'all, of Black American style, slang, swag, and struggle, and it gets buried and borrowed from African culture. You see it on the TikTok video, but we don't get credited, which is exactly what happened at the Essence Festival. The Black Americans built Essence, so why are we being erased from the center of it? Well, I can tell you why. Because the Africans want to replace Black Americans in America. And Vicky Dillard, she did a great take. I just didn't want to play her video for copyright infringement. But go check her video out about all this. She said about 3 years ago, they blocked her because she saw this happening like 3, 4 years ago. Yeah. So corporations seems like they're catering more to Pan-African tourism dollars than the Black American community that started it. So they can play if they want to down there in New Orleans, if you know what I'm talking about. So what is the issue with Black Americans versus Africans, y'all? What is the uncomfortable truth? What is the real deal? Well, the real talk is there's tensions that folks are scared to name. Black Americans feel judged, overshadowed, or even replaced in some spaces by Africans who don't understand or respect our fight. The Essence Fest became a battleground for this, y'all. Folks were saying it felt like Afrochella, instead of Black American celebration. So what does unity look like that ain't one-sided? So is unity only real if Black Americans stay quiet and accommodating, y'all? Unity requires mutual respect, Africans, not erasure. And it's not talking, we're not talking about hating Africans. We don't hate y'all. We just hate the things you do, right? You don't honor what we've built here. You don't respect it. But at the same time, you use and borrow our shit. It's weird. You know what I mean? You have to start honoring what Black Americans built, or we will never respect you guys, ever. So if you love our culture undercover, respect our pain, but not visible. You don't do it visibly. You rep our styles, which you stole. Stand with our history. What's the problem? We don't go to Africa trying to change your customs. What is that about? So where do we go from here, y'all? I vote, this is what I feel. I feel like this. We have some great festivals, Black festivals across the US. I say we visit each other's states and keep our own stuff popping. If Essence wanted to sell the whole organization to the African, let them have it. Let them have it. Let them have the biggest African festival that they can have in New Orleans, and that's gonna change soon because they're not gonna want them there. So, should Black Americans create a new festival that centers our culture, struggle, and joy without being watered down or co-opted? And I bet you this. I bet you y'all won't be so quick to invite them into your circle this time. I bet you that. Afro Future is gonna be lit, y'all. But I say it's time to drop the African. It's time to call yourself Black Americans, y'all, in our own country. This is our country. I don't know if you understand that. Just like the young lady said, we built our culture here for many, many, many centuries, y'all. Many, many, many generations. You have to start there. And if you're confused, do your genealogy. It's free. Start with your grandmother and go backwards on both sides. You'll be surprised where you're from. You'll be surprised. So I'm having a call to action, y'all. Support Black American-led platforms like this. Events, creators who rep the real, not the polished, global-friendly versions. We are not anti-African. We're anti-erasure, y'all. We know we all are African, but we are American. We have settled somewhere else for centuries. Okay? I don't know how else to explain it. I'm sure once upon a time, it's been a lot. It's been a long time, thousands of years, y'all. A long time. Even if it's been a long time we've been here. So, y'all, that's it for me. I gave you the dits on Cardi B, Offset, Stefon Diggs, Ray J, Nicki Minaj, Jay-Z, Tasha K, the Essence Festival. Everybody crashed out this weekend. Everybody. So, yeah. So listen, y'all, it's getting real out here. But one thing about us, we're going to call it out. We're going to protect our culture, and we're going to stay 10 toes down. Hit that like, share this video. Get me to 1,000 subscribers, y'all, so I can keep on popping. Drop a comment with your take. I would love to hear your take on, especially this Essence Festival. That's why I saved it for last. There's so much more that I can say, but I'm going to stop there. Yeah, hit the like, share the video, drop a comment. I want to hear your take. Subscribe, y'all, because I got more. I don't know if it's gonna be late night. I don't know. I'm just testing my times. Just see where my algorithm are. I got a lot of heat coming. So much going on. But yeah, I had to share how everybody crashed out on the internet this weekend. So, love yourself, stay woke, and don't crash out like everybody else, y'all. Peace out. See you next time.